I am sure if I ask you what makes Real Madrid such a big football club, you probably just tell me, oh, it's because they've got 15 Champions Leagues, or maybe because their trophy cabinet is packed to its rafters. But no, maybe yes, that could be one of the reasons. But I think the reason Real Madrid is such a big, huge club in football is the gravitational pull that they have. In fact, I dare say that if you combine all the gravitational pulls of every club, it's not half or quarter of what Real Madrid pull. Real Madrid have been the biggest club in world football by doing this particular thing from a long, long time ago. Yes, remember Di Stefano? Yes, that for me, I regard it as to be the OG heist. That right there was what they did Barcelona dirty. And here's why. He had already played the preseason with Barcelona. And then he had issues, Barcelona had issues registering him with the Spanish Federation. Of course, it's Barcelona. That's what they do. They always have issues registering players over the time. And guess what happened? Madrid jumped into the picture. Madrid said, you know what, Barcelona, let's sit down. We have a conversation, right? You use this guy for 2 years. We use him for 2 years. No problems. But guess who? Yes, guess who hijacked that particular deal? Real Madrid. Real Madrid didn't release Di Stefano to Barcelona no more. He became a Real Madrid cult hero, icon, and legend. 5 Champions League later and 8 La Liga later, the world is still remembering that OG ice. And more recent memory, remember Luis Figo, yes, at Barcelona, what Real Madrid did. And in fact, the fact that he turned Barcelona's back and Figo's back to each other, and now he crossed over to Los Blancos and he became a Real Madrid legend. In more recent memory as well, in 2003, David Beckham suffered a thrown boot to his head and he had a gash in the head, I think, by the great Sir Alex Ferguson. And at that time, Real Madrid were just locking around just a little bit. Now, Man United had a conversation with Barcelona, and in fact, that right there was even the big campaign for Laporta, the Barcelona president, the would-be president at that time, said, oh, I'm going to land David Beckham. And David Beckham made a phone call to United's board and said, you know what, if it's not Real Madrid, I'm not going anywhere. In 2012, remember as well, Luka Modric, Inter Milan were circling around. They wanted him so much from Tottenham Hotspur, but Mourinho insisted. And even though Modric was called the worst signing at that time, I mean, years later, 5 Champions League later, the rest is history. So many stories, Thibaut Courtois, but this particular one with Bernardo Silva, top set. And here's why. Everyone expected Bernardo Silva to go to Atletico Madrid, right? We even saw Here We Go Soon by Fabrizio Romano. Here we go. This Barcelona came into the picture and he said, you know what, after the World Cup, I'm going to settle this. But guess who came calling? The pull for Real Madrid is crazy, guys. When Real Madrid says they want you, they want you. They would wait. They will stalk you. They'll give everything, but they will land you. Remember the play? I think the only player that got away from Real Madrid's snares will be early on Kylian Mbappe, whose father wanted more money, and then he had to go to PSG. And then what did Real Madrid do? They waited. They allowed him finish his time with PSG, and then now he's here with them. And Erling Haaland as well, who said he wanted to play for Manchester City. But besides that, everyone, it was so bad that Real Madrid would sign players out of weakening the other team. Yes, there was a particular player then, he was playing for Borussia Dortmund, Nuri Sahin. He was a fantastic midfielder, Turkish origin, but plays for Germany. He was an absolutely brilliant footballer for Borussia Dortmund. Real Madrid signed him, and guess what? I doubt if he had close to 15 games for Real Madrid. He had injuries, issue here and there, but bottom line is Real Madrid are the OGs when it comes to transfer market. Nobody come close, and that's right there is why they are the biggest footballer. They've done it for other players, and now it's only Bernardo Silva's time. This has been Unfiltered. My name is Babajide Gero. I'll see you in the next one.